What's good? We back, afternoon grind. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We about to enter that real boxing talk with the boxing clinic. You know how we do. And shout out to Boxing Beats and Rhymes, excellent channel. Y'all go check him out. And he was talking about, Richard Schaefer saying, why there are very few Americans in the World Boxing Super Series tournament. We know him and Sutherland is at the top of running the tournament. And they fighting for the Muhammad Ali Cup and only have one American. That's not even a super middleweight, who's a virtual unknown to a lot of people in the tournament. And, he had his promoter actually in the tournament and it happened. Now I'm going to tell you the bullshit. Now, he was, Schaefer said that the reason why is, before he left boxing the first time, America was dominant in boxing. Now it's starting to shift where the UK is becoming more dominant, and that's where the money is. As far as attendance, ticket sales, live gates, pay-per-view numbers, and all that good shit, And I definitely can agree. Like, it's starting to shift as far as their fandom is trumping our fandom in boxing for sure. Now Americans are more prone to make the jump to go fight over there because that's where the money is at, mostly right now in the sport of boxing. You look at Lima Welsh and Tank Davis, that fight would have did nothing in America. But, he says that, the Durrells, who are one of the two highly ranked fighters, he said they could have got in, but he said they're only seeking the best. He said they're not going to go out that way to basically look for subpar competition. He said my tournament is only seeking the best fighters, and basically, Boxing Beats and Rhymes said, if they would have asked they way in, they would have. But we know the history between the Durrell brothers, when Andre got robbed over there versus Carl Froch, he wasn't coming back. He wasn't going back over there. Little bro, Anthony wasn't going back over there. Them two wasn't going over to foreign territory, across the overseas no more after that Carl Froch BS, where most people felt Andre Durrell won. But, he said they're only seeking the best. And, I heard Boxing Beats and Rhymes say it's not that many highly ranked super middleweights. But let's keep it real, man. A lot of those guys that got in the tournament is virtual unknowns. And I watched tape on them. They're not the best. They're not the best at all. Jamie Cox, he's an okay fighter, but his resume is not there. The Turkish guy, the Eric Schlocking guy. Some people argue that Chris Eubanks Jr. is not even amongst the best. I like Caleb Plant better than the field, in my opinion. I like David Benavidez better than the field. The Durrell brothers probably could win this as well, easily. At least, easily. I don't know about Andre. His punch resistance is gone. That's four, right? That's about four fighters right now, I think, that can, dominate that tournament. And not adding in, Jesse Hart would probably could potentially wipe the field out as well. And he said, he was Boxing Beats and Rhymes was asking, was the relationship between Al Hammond and Richard Schaefer strained? And that's a good question. It could be, with the big fallout, with both of them guys getting sued by Golden Boy. I don't know where they stand in their relationship-wise. I don't know if he's welcome back on the PBC platform. And his fighter's Richard Schaefer. He was invited to run Mayweather Promotions once he came back with Floyd Mayweather. He seems to be on good terms with Floyd Mayweather, so I would assume that he's on good terms with Al Hammond. And it's funny how, Robert Brandt asked his promoter to get in, and, Floyd and Leonard Ellerby was asking for Andrew Tabiti to get in there, who's ranked 4th by the WBC. He's ranked in 3 belts except for 1, which I think he's not ranked in the WBO as a cruiserweight. And they were begging for him to get in, and they didn't let him in the tournament. Robert Brandt, who doesn't have that much pull, and they only let him in the tournament because he's a quote unquote virtual unknown underdog to most of everybody in the public, and they don't feel like he has any chance to win the tournament moving up 8 pounds. Andrew Tabiti, they didn't want him in there. He's too dangerous. He's an undefeated young champion trained by Floyd Sr. And, he begged to get in the tournament from what he's saying. And they won't let him in. And Robert Grant asked, who don't have that much pull, promoter not that high, and he got in. Just to save face and say, oh, look, we got one American in for the Muhammad Ali Cup. But how did Mike Perez get in there with only one fight at cruiserweight, his lazy ass, squeezing down from heavyweight, getting in there before Andrew Tabiti, who's ranked in 3 in the sanctioning belt bodies? That's that bullshit, and that shows you that they didn't want Americans in there to spoil the apple cart, and that's all that really is. They didn't want another American to win their tournament, and it is what it is. We gone.